Flora, thank you for coming. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think you were coming.
Well, I'm going to be honest. You were probably thinking the right way, but I said no. This is the day I have to come.
Okay.
This is it.
All right. Well, we are going to get started. I don't know if you've been on Facebook or not, or if you've seen the mantra that I stand by in this season. You got to stay focused. You got to watch me when I do it. All that I am starts right here. All that you are starts right here. The infinity tree. We picked the name Infinity Socials for a reason. So when I think about the infinity tree, there are things that kind of stand out for me. The circle around the tree, the leaves, the branches, the trunk, and the roots that are never ending. The roots that just go deep. The roots that they just go deep. Like you just never see the roots. So the brain is often described as the most complex object in the universe. Tens and billions of nerve cells, tiny tree-like structures, make up the massive network with enormous power. Your brain is the root of your tree. Think about that for a minute. Your brain, all that you are, it starts right here. So, what are you thinking? A bunch of my kids, maybe tomorrow. It's my destiny to be sick, overweight, or overweight. I have to accept this way of life. Those are all stinking thinking. So you have to remember, everything starts right here. It starts right here. The way you think, what comes out of your mouth, it starts right here. So it is time to change what you think and what you say, because we know words have life. And a lot of people don't even know that thoughts have life. So if you're thinking and you get stuck in that rut, you're going to be stuck in that rut. So if you feel like you can't, that's where you're going to be in an I can't for the rest of your life. So everything starts with the roots, everything, it just starts right here. So once upon a time, I thought my life was supposed to be limited mobility and pain. I thought my fate was to get worse. I even purchased the scooter because that was supposed to be my fate, because I was getting that bad at one time. I was getting worse. And my mobility was limited. I couldn't really do much. And I felt like this was my fate. This is where I'm supposed to be at. So I was getting prepared. I didn't want to get caught off guard and not have mobility. So that was where my thought process was at. But something changed all that stinking thinking. I bet you'll never guess what it was.
Is it your daughter?
That was one.
Yeah.
That was one.
Because I recall her.
Yeah, it was her. That was one. But food. Food was the key to everything. Food was the key to everything. I was consuming food that was making me mentally and physically sick. So, and then I don't know if do you have access to my YouTube page?
Yes.
Okay, so I posted my story on my YouTube page, so you can see
some of it with my
the
mom.
entire story. But the short version was, note, I said was. This is the short version. They said, this is what they said. This is not what I claim, no longer. I had multiple sclerosis, asthma, low iron, low vitamin D and B, colitis, which is a bowel disease, which is considered pretty much baby Crohn's, seasonal allergies. I had unexplained pain. I was chronically fatigued. I could not tolerate the heat on a hot summer day. So like today, even though it's not that hot, or even when it was really hot, I couldn't be out in the heat. I'm in the garden now. I'm out sweating in 100-degree weather last year. My body is on the mend. And people don't understand that food, it does a lot. I had limited mobility. I could barely walk a block. I couldn't walk around the grocery store without being in an electric bath and the scooter thing. I started having non-epileptic seizures due to stress. Your body being stressed out will do some crazy things, because you can't be up here all the time and expect your body to run efficiently. You just can't, because then those chemicals in your body will start acting out. So I started having convulsions like more than once a week. And my one fear, and I never told the doctor just how bad it was, because I didn't want them to take my driving privileges away. So I was afraid, but that could have caused a lot, that could have caused some problems. But I'm going test after test, and they're saying, well, it's all in your head, and they want to send you to a shrink because it's not epileptic seizure. It's considered, something that's supposed to be mental.
Right.
But for me, I can feel them coming on if I was stressed out, or if I did anything above a whisper, like if I did too much around the house, I can feel them coming on. So you can't tell me it was just all in my mind. It was my body acting out. I was just a big ball of sickness. It was just no way around it. I was sick. I was sick here. I was sick physically. I was just sick. But once I took everything out of my diet, my symptoms went away completely. They just went away. Like I said, this is going on, I think November will be the 3rd year. So all my symptoms gone. So the doctors what can they tell me? I feel like Western medicine failed me. I don't advocate anyone to stop their medicine or to do any of, that thing. This is my journey. This is me sharing what I went through and how I healed my body. So, and like I said, the bonus was the weight came off. People may look like, because within about 2 or 3 weeks, I dropped like 15 pounds. And that's because I went cold turkey because my body had enough. Right before, I was trying to transition slowly. I took the meat out of my diet. I was just eating fish, but my body stopped processing meat. Like my body was literally breaking down. No one really knows the extent of what I was going through when I was going through what I was going through, because no one was really there. And I was all the way out in Franklin, and I never really told anyone just how bad I was. But I could not pass my bowels for weeks because the meat, it had me blocked up. So I just had to stop cold turkey. And once I stopped cold turkey, I took sugar out my diet. I took dairy out my diet. I took all the meat out my diet. Preservatives, food coloring, everything prepackaged completely out my diet. And I started making stuff from scratch. I didn't know what I was doing. We were on YouTube trying to find recipes, following the Dr. Sadie way. That's the lifestyle that we follow. Just stuff from the food list. Just trying to figure things out. We were muddling through. We were literally muddling through this. And I became the master chef of my kitchen. You can't tell me nothing. I make my mushroom burgers, everything I eat, I literally make from scratch, from my bread to my sauces, every single thing. And that's what literally saved my life. So after 2 years of eating that way, I noticed that my body would start healing myself. I think it was last summer was the first summer. Wasn't that the summer that you were doing, Janice, that you were doing the phones outside? Was that last summer or the summer before that?
Last summer.
So it didn't even dawn on me. I was outside with Janice. It was like, last summer it was like 100 degrees. It was hot. Yeah. Didn't even realize it. I'm out there with her, sweating. And usually if I'm in the heat, like walking from the car to the grocery store, I had to think okay, you can make it, and then just plop down in the little scooter, because it was all I can do just to make it there, because my whole body was shut down. My speech would get slurred, forgetting words, and legs would be all weak and wobbly. And I'm out in 100-degree weather with just water, it's hot. And then I had to think, when I got later on, I was like, you know what? You know what? My body is healing itself. I never thought I would see that. I'm wearing cooling packs in the summer, trying to think I can't go here because it's too hot and I don't want to pass out and make a scene. I can't do this. I'm like a prisoner in my own home. I'm a prisoner. I'm not living. Right. My life was pretty much I'm not living. And like I said, no one really knew what was going on. And I share part of that story on the YouTube too, because I also talk about, I don't know if I talk about that, if I had one day out, then that was the next day I was totally in bed. I couldn't do anything else. My body was like, no, we're not doing anything else. Mm-hmm. So it was always hard for me. But now I can think clearly. My body is healing itself, like I said, and I'm doing it one plate at a time. Mm-hmm. One plate at a time. And people don't understand that. I don't want to, like I said, we're the judgment-free zone. But if you ask me about a particular food, I'm going to tell you. They call me the food killer Because if you ask, I am going to
Give you
tell
the
you.
truth.
I'm going to give you the truth. I'm not going to advocate eating processed foods because you are transitioning to a healthier lifestyle. Because my thing is, you might as well just keep eating the crap that you're eating, because whether it be vegan food or not, it's still processed food with chemicals in it. So you just, like I said, I muddled through. I made it. I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? You just have to take the time to get back to basics. You know, get back to the way that they cooked way back when, before there was a McDonald's on every corner or there was a restaurant everywhere. You know, you just have to kind of get back to the way it should be without all the fake food and stuff,
Right.
because our taste buds have been altered, our
Yes.
brain has been altered, everything has been altered. And if I had known better and listened to my body, I would have known that I was sensitive to MSG. Not everyone is sensitive to MSG, and that is why I can't remember 2 squats. I can't remember 2 seconds past me, because the MSG messed with my brain so much, and I consumed so much crap, sugar and MSG and all this other stuff. I have a sensitivity to those things, but I didn't realize it then. And then, like, one day I just kind of realized I don't remember anything. I don't remember giving birth to any 4 of my children. Who does that? Like, that's the happiest day of life. I have a handful of memories of my kids being young. Or I don't know what their first words were. I couldn't tell you how much they weighed or what length they were when they were born. I don't remember that stuff. I don't remember high school, adult years. It's a lot that I don't remember. And people don't realize what they're doing to their body by eating fake foods, by putting all this stuff in their bodies. It tastes good going down.
Yeah.
But there's a price to pay. You may not, you know, the price may not be right now, but when you like get older and you're not aging gracefully with wisdom, how we are supposed to, you know, age, then you got a whole nightstand full of medicine. You got the blood pressure, you got the thyroid, you got the diabetes, you got, you know, the this, and you get that, and you get. That's not how you're supposed to age. That's not how aging is supposed to look. That's not how it's supposed to look at all. So I always tell people, this is my journey. This is how my journey looked. Your journey may not look like that. You have to find I encourage you to find your way to a healthier lifestyle. You may not want to take meat out your diet, and that's okay. But I just encourage you to pick the healthier meat, which is going to cost a little bit more money. We're talking about the chicken without the antibiotics and hormones that are free range. Know where know the source. Do your research. You know, look into where the chicken is actually coming from, because free range could be in a big warehouse with no cages and they're still all crammed up. Free range. You see what I'm saying? You want grass-fed beef opposed to them feeding them grain. Because everything the animal eats, you're eating. All those hormones, all that soy, all that stuff, you're getting as well. So just choose healthier meats if that's what you decide you want to do. And just know what you're eating. Just always read your food labels. You know, that's the path that we are trying to get people to understand. To read your food labels, understand the chemicals that you're putting into your body and the effects that it's going to have on your body. Because then you may not be happy, like, wait. Because that's how I started. I started reading the food labels. I'm like, what is this? And I'm in the grocery store. The kids will tell you, I'm in the grocery store with my phone, like, wait, that's lighter fluid?
Can't even pronounce that. But it's
Right. I'm like, wait a minute, that's lighter fluid? And they're putting this in the cereal I feed to my kids? Like, how is this okay? This is not okay. And then I started thinking, like, I'm looking at the cereal and the other stuff that I get, the shelf life is 2 years or longer. What is that doing in my body? I'm consuming food with a shelf life of 2 years. How is that okay? How is that digesting in my body? How is that processing in my body? So those type of things started going through my head after, when I started reading the food labels and understanding that I need to be cautious of what I'm eating. And that was after I went gluten-free. I discovered that I couldn't tolerate gluten. So the doctors tried to tell me I had fibromyalgia, but it was just the gluten. And a still small voice said gluten, and I was hard-headed, didn't listen. But the second time I heard it, I said, okay. I will yield, and I went all in and haven't turned back since. And the pain went away, and my mobility got better, which was kind of weird. And that was back in, I think, 2013. But my body, I guess I had been consuming so much gluten from all the pastries and the little Debbie cakes because of sugar head that my body was tired. My body was tired. And then when I gave it that relief, and my body kind of went back to normal, and I thought I was free. I was running around. I felt better. You know, my mobility got better. I was able to walk without pain, and I was like, yes. And I wasn't laying in bed in pain all night, just wanting to cut my legs off and just end it all. Like, oh my goodness, I don't want to live like this. So the pain went away. But lo and behold, I started back getting sick again because I still wasn't eating right. I still was doing sugar, because gluten-free doesn't, like I said in the video, gluten-free doesn't necessarily mean being healthy, because I looked up the candy that was gluten-free because I still was addicted to sugar. So I still ate, you know, the jar stuff. I just read everything, make sure it didn't have wheat or was in a factory that, you know, had wheat or anything like that. So I still was able to eat, you know, the preservatives and other stuff, just reading my labels. I had my Almond Joy, my Skittles, and my Three Musketeers. Oh yeah, I still had my candy and then gluten-free out. I got a whole host of gluten-free sugary treats, you know, chocolate chips and, you know, all kinds of stuff that you can get, you know, filled with sugar and rice. And if I had been listening to my body, I didn't realize that I have sensitivity to rice too. Didn't know that either until after I went vegan and tried to eat wild rice, and I looked like I was 20 months pregnant. But, you know, those are things, and everything that's gluten-free, the first ingredient is rice. So it's like, it was a no-win situation for me. I stayed bloated, you know, I stayed bloated. But that was my life. Didn't realize it. Stuff wasn't still processing through my body the way it was supposed to. So I started back having issues after that initial. My body was like, gluten is gone, but then I'm still eating other stuff that's not good for you. I had, you know, I got around it. I got around it. So, like I said, I want people to have a healthier lifestyle, not a diet, not a fad, not a waist trainer, not a magic pill, because what we're offering is not a magic. It's not going. I mean, once you take everything out your diet, yeah, the weight will fall off. Because I wasn't able to exercise once I started this vegan lifestyle. I could not exercise because my mobility was still. I couldn't do anything. I was just like a potato or a sack of potatoes or something. I was just like. Just existing, and I wasn't able to exercise, and the weight just fell off because I took all that crap out. I didn't even realize I was losing weight until afterwards, and I was like, what? Wait, clothes falling off. I was like, wait a minute. Right. Why my clothes falling off, losing everything, you know the important things that we lose. But yeah, so we are here to encourage you, to support you, and to love you through this process. So that's what we're here for. That's why we are having these Infinity Socials this month free, because we want to get people on the right track. I am so passionate about this. This is my purpose. This is my purpose right here. This is who I am. I help people. This is who I am. So we're gonna do some exercise. So your tree starts with the seed that you're planting today. So as your seed grows, it will become a young, fragile tree. And this is okay. So if someone leans on you, you're going to bend a little bit. So think about your journey as you start as a young tree. Family functions, which is hard for a lot of people. You feel obligated to eat what is presented to you. You say, I'll just stick with the healthier dishes. You'll eat like the green beans or the greens, not realizing that they may have cooked it with meat, or they may have cooked it with the vegetable broth or something like that that's in there that may not be good for you, that's filled with sodium. So you may feel pressured as a fragile tree to partake in those things. Going out to eat with family and friends brings on temptations, those old feelings of temptations, and even peer pressure, because everyone's looking at you. So you eat something kind of, sort of healthy on the menu. You're not really asking questions because you don't want people to think that, you know, like, oh my God, who does she think she is? Why is she asking all these questions about what's in that and what's in that? But you're a tiny, fragile tree. You're just now starting off. And it's okay. It's okay. You're young. You still have some growing to do. So as you grow, your trunk becomes stronger. You become stronger. And you make adjustments to how you handle family functions and restaurant outings. You think your trunk is strong, and it doesn't matter if someone leans on you. You are not bending. Because I want to tell y'all, when I go out, a lot of times family functions, we have our own food. That little Hot Logic right there that Janice has, that's how we cook our food. If we're out in the car or out and about, salad in the jars. So we know, like family, we bring our own food. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to bring my own food because I need to know what I'm putting in my body because I have so many sensitivities. And I don't care if they're looking at me crazy or not. But your roots are deep in the ground. Nobody can see your roots. Remember, your roots are right here. We know they're there, but your roots are your roots. Your roots are your journey, your thought process, and your mistakes. Your roots. So the question is to share or not to share. So you remember, as you're changing, everyone is watching. They're waiting, and they're even judging. And we know they are, because they're like, oh, which makes she is. Or if you make a mistake, oh, I didn't think you ate that. You eat that. Mm-hmm. You know how they do. Mm-hmm. You eat that. So that's okay. They're your roots. This is your journey. Don't let anyone steer you from your journey. It's your journey. So did you know that it takes one person to change the mindset of the entire family? That person was Janice for me. Janice helped me. I helped my sister. She helped my brother. He has diabetes. His wife is starting to eat healthier now so she can help him so they can prepare the foods. So it's like this circle. So when I think of the infinity, you know, the circle around the tree, you know, so here's what's going on. You're the circle, and this is your family. So you're going around your family. As your trunk gets bigger and healthier, you're going around your family with your own food. You're going around your family talking about, you know, how good you feel. They can see it. Your skin is glowing. You feeling good. You got a pep in your step. You're exercising. You're just going about your business. Your tree. This is the branches. You know, you're branching out. Your family. They're looking at you. And guaranteed, when someone gets sick, they're going to call you and be like, hey, Laura, so-and-so is so-and-so. What can I give them? You know, they're going to call because you're that circle. You're that light around your family tree. So stop saying diabetes, high blood pressure is part of your family history. Because what I'm going to tell you what is part of your family history is fast food restaurants, artificial foods, genetically modified foods, pesticides, MSG, and every other unhealthy food choice they decide to eat. That is what's part of your family tree. That is what's part of your family tree. So all of this causes dis-ease of your body. All of that causes dis-ease. So you be that infinity. You know, get your infinity tree where and they ask you like, oh, that's nice. You know, you tell them like, you know what this tree represents for me? I'm that circle around you guys. You just, you know, you look at me. You keep your eyes here, because for your family, you're going to be that circle. And those branches, as they branch out, they're going to teach their kids how to eat healthier. Their trunk is going to get stronger. Their roots are going to get deeper. They're going to have like the past issues that they had, and they're going to grow. They're going to share. But that like I said, it's going to be good. So be the one to change the family tree. Change the family tree from dis-ease. So they'll no longer say, oh, high blood pressure run in our family. No, it doesn't. What you put in your mouth is what's causing you to be sick. There are some genetic dispositions to some things that we are predisposed to, but ultimately in the end, all the fake food and stuff we're eating is causing us to be sick. Because there's no reason for them to say I have for them to say I have multiple sclerosis and even asthma, and I don't suffer from any of that stuff now, that I've taken every single thing out of my diet that is not electric for my body. Everything out of my diet does not fuel for my body. How can asthma go away? How can it go away? How can seasonal allergies just go away? They said I was allergic to everything and then some, every type of tree, roach, cat, grass, bushes. I just needed to be in a bunch.
Yeah.
And now I don't. How is that possible?
Yeah.
How was that possible? And then I got one more random for you. Did you know that your personal energy affects an 18-mile radius? 18 miles. Just think how far 18 miles is. You just think about that for a minute. an 18-mile radius. So you got a stinking thinking day, you just feel all messed up. You're affecting everybody around you. Everybody around you. Everybody around you. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Come closer. Unfortunately. What's your name?
Nicole.
Okay, you're Nicole. Yeah, we are wrapping up, and I'm so sorry. But you know, you can catch us next time. But just come on over. I got some goodies for you. So, so that's what I have for you today, and I encourage you to come out to our next one. For the next one, you can leave it. We will be getting back to basics. Now, I have a better sign, but this is what was given to me. Getting back to basics, believing and staying in connection with yourself. You have to be in connection with your body. You have to understand what's going on and what the food is doing to you, because if you don't, then you're going to always be at dis-ease mentally and physically. So like I said, one of the things I did was I understood what the food was doing to my body. I eat something, I'm like, whoa, that's not settling well. Even though it was on the list of approved food, there are still things that I cannot eat. Like I said, I can't eat wild rice because I can't process rice. Seasoned nuts, I can only do it in moderation because they took my gallbladder out after I had my daughter, and they told me that it served no purpose. Apparently it does, because there are a lot of things I cannot process because I don't have a gallbladder. So,
Of course.
Right.
Our temple the way it is.
Exactly. And they say, oh, you don't need that. They're just, we'll take that because I was having problems. But had I known, all I had to do was stop eating all that dairy I was eating, and it probably would have healed itself.
So
But-
wonder what the appendix is for.
That's what I'm saying. And they tell you don't need that either. But it's what we eat that causes it to rupture.
Your appendix is really controlling your bowels. When your bowels are backed up, remember how it kind of like hurts, but you kind of constipated and you need to go? It's your appendix is telling you basically that you need to expel that out of your body. Because once you expel out your body, it goes away. That's what your appendix is really trying to tell you what you really need to do. But nobody listened to it. That's what my doctor was telling me. One side is for your ovaries, like basically this side of your ovaries tell you if you have an infection in your vagina area. This side right here is for your appendix, and your appendix telling you need to expel some things out of your bowels.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. That's something I need to look up. Thank you so much for that. We do have to kind of wrap up soon because we're only here till 2:30. But just like I said, we talk about getting back to basics. Get on my YouTube page because for the next couple of weeks and days and stuff, I will be doing the 5-ingredient meals. So this is going to be fun. I mean, I'm going to be a hot mess. Sometimes my hair will just be up in this little nasty little bun. And I'm like, you know what? I'm here to teach. I'm here to teach. This is dinner time. I'm trying to show people how easy it is to make simple foods using 5 simple ingredients. And for the life of me, you know what? I still don't remember what the 5 ingredients are.
Tomatoes, onion, pepper, mushroom.
And what was the 5? I
You
don't
thought it
think
was a grain.
I don't think I included the flour in that, but
No.
I can't remember. But Janice, Janice has a poem that she is going to do for us. It kind of coincides with what we are doing.
I wrote a poem during my journey when I first started. Just doing a lot of meditation. I don't know, I just really felt at peace, so that's kind of where the whole retreat thing came from. So, here it goes. It's called Perfect Tree. I got tired of fighting the wind, so I stood still. Perfect tree. Yet the wind still came for me, whipped about me, attacked me, seemingly set on my downfall. So I asked wind, why have you set yourself against me? The wind did not reply. It was. I cried, wept raindrops and dew. I stopped giving life. Everything around me began to die. Over time, I realized the wind had not set itself against me. I had become the wind's enemy. Branches lashing and snapping angrily in a breeze. The wind was doing what was in its nature. I was the one who could not just be a perfect tree. Branches high, bowing to the wind, yet withstanding. roots planted deep, life-sustaining leaves, blossoming seeds that the wind must carry, abundant growth, perfect human being. Felt the breeze between my limbs as it released me of dead things. I got tired of fighting, so I stood still, wrapped myself in the wind, perfect peace.
It's so funny that we decided to do infinity socials, and then we started making the infinity trees, pendants, and she did this like right in 2016, like 6 months after like she started her journey, because her mind was clear. So just like the roots, the tree, just all of that just kind of coincides, and it's just everything happens for a reason. And I just want to share with you what I wrote as far as saying that all that I am starts right here. So this was on May 2nd when I wrote this, because this is like when the mantra came to me, and I don't know why I started doing it. I was sitting at work, I'm in the parking lot getting ready to go to work, and it just came to me like, all that I am starts right here. And I did the video live in the car. She said, stop driving like that. I was like, I'm not driving, I'm in the parking lot. But this is who I am. This is who I am. I am successful. I am a teacher. I am a public speaker. I am a billionaire. Yes, I am a billionaire. I am happy. I am free. I am beautiful. I am healed. I am a business owner. I am healthy. So that just came to me. Like, that's what, you know, that's who I am. And the funny thing about this day was, I should be embarrassed, but I'm not. But on this day that this came to me, I got let go from my job. But it was like, all right, bye. You know, I was like, you was taking up too much of my energy anyway. 5:30, it was way too much of my energy being taken up. I got let go. I was like, I ain't never been fired from no job. What? You? Okay. But it was like, all right, there was a reason. There's a purpose. And I'm just going to keep it moving. Keep it moving. Because I was like laughing on the phone telling people, they were like, what? Yeah. You're okay? Yes, I'm okay. Like, why would I not be? That's not who, that job was not who I was. That's not who I am. That's right. So, next week, it is a different time, and I'll put that on Facebook. I'll put the times. I'll give you the times as well. I don't know if you have them or not, but it's at a different library.
Oh,
yeah. I'll send it to you. So that's all we have for today. If you need anything, please let us know. Meal prep, whatever you need, please let us know. Okay. We are here for you. You can call anytime. You know that. You can call, ask all kinds of questions, text, all kinds of questions. It's okay. We are here for you. Okay? And so sorry about
all that I am starts right here. That is going to be my new mantra, motto, whatever you want to call it, for this season, because what people don't understand is that if you can take anything you want out of your diet, but if you don't change your mindset, you will not be successful. So all that I am starts right here. In order for me to be successful in what I did and continue to be 2 years of a plant-based diet and healing my body one plate at a time, I had to change my mindset. I had to change the way I thought about what I was putting in my mouth and in my body. It started right here, because if I didn't change that, I would not have been successful. If I didn't change that, when I went out with friends, I would have ordered anything on the menu just because that's what I wanted to eat. I wouldn't have been thinking about that if I eat that, then I will continue to be sick. So all that I am starts right here. So if you want to be successful, in a plant-based lifestyle or even a healthier lifestyle, because it doesn't necessarily have to be plant-based if that's not for you, is that you have to think all that I am starts right here. So who are you? Who are you? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be sick? Do you want to be on medication? Do you want to be in pain? I find that a lot of people just want to complain. They just want to complain about what's wrong. They just want to tell people, oh, this hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh, have you heard of this? Oh, have you heard of that? No, that's not who I want to be. Is that who you want to be? Growing old does not mean that you have to be broke down. Growing old does not mean that you have to be on a whole nightstand filled with pill bottles. That's not who you are supposed to be. Growing old should be graceful. Growing old should be beautiful. Growing old should mean just having abundance of wisdom, just to share with everybody, just to get up and walk around with grandkids if you have them. Walk around with your great grandkids if you have them. Not just sitting on the couch watching TV and just watching the time roll away. All that I am starts right here. I am going to share my story. I'm working on editing it right now. It is not perfect because I am not perfect, and I am no producer, nor am I a great camera person, but I did this all on my own. But I just wanted to get my story out there because I need people to understand that you don't have to live with dis-ease. You don't have to live with dis-ease in your body. You don't have to live with dis-ease in your mind. All that I am starts right here. Keep seeing that all day today. All that I am starts right here. Who are you? Who are you? Ask yourself that question, and you will be on a journey to a healthier lifestyle. Bye, guys. I gotta go to work. Who am I? Bye.